I wanted to talk about fitness programming because workout programming can be somewhat of a complicated subject. And for a lot of the people that this video is intended for are for people who don't work with personal trainers, or maybe you do, but it kind of depends on where you're at. But the one thing I do want to talk about when it comes to workout programming, or I should say fitness programming, is nutrition and exercise. And it's important that you're very crystal clear about what it is you want to accomplish. And under most circumstances, most people just want to lose weight. People want to get in shape, and they want to feel better. They want to look better naked. That's kind of what a lot of us want to do, is look better. And it's kind of understanding like where the performance and aesthetics kind of meet. Because a lot of the time when you're trying to diet to lean down and lose body fat, it's very difficult to improve your performance if you are an advanced athlete. So if you've made any particular progress in any specific sport or endeavor, understand that if your goal is to lose body fat and get leaner, you may have to sacrifice some performance. Now, am I saying that you have to sacrifice all your performance or you should stop training for your sport? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that it's important that you're clear about how you're staggering your training. In the context of people that are, endurance athletes, that are into boxing, that are taking lots of martial arts classes and stuff like that. Some people just like to lift weights. I'm basically a weightlifter. And kind of how I approach my own personal program for my own workouts, or even for my clients, is understanding what it is that you want to accomplish. Now, when you have a performance goal along with a composition or weight loss goal, there is a point where you have to make a choice of deciding which is going to take a back seat. And when you make a choice, it makes it a lot easier what path you're going to go down. I was talking to a client who wants to gain mass, and he wanted to put on some muscle, and one of the hardest things with him was he wouldn't eat enough food. And finally, we got to a point where I got him to eat enough food, and guess what happened? He got bigger, he got more muscle, and he got stronger. It just happens. Because he started eating more calories. And when you eat more calories, it makes it easier to build more muscle. When you're trying to lose body fat and gain muscle and get stronger, understand that it may not be all possible at the same time. One of the main things if you're on an aggressive weight loss program is you're going to want to try your best to essentially maintain strength and maintain most of your performance while trying to cut. And this is difficult because you have different energy demands. If you have a negative energy balance, what is your body mostly concerned with? It is concerned with primarily staying alive, functioning properly. So if your cortisol levels are out of whack, your hormone levels are out of whack, you're not resting enough, you're not recovering from your workouts, you're going to have some problems. So keep that in mind when it comes to doing your own programming and working out. But the one thing I kind of wanted to talk about, or specifically, was that if you're trying to lose weight and improve your performance, which is all of us, that's me included, I want to get ripped and lift a ton of weight, is decide what it is specifically you want for a period of time. Because you can't have everything all at the same time, or you can't train for everything all at the same time. And the reason why for this is because, again, like I said, I kind of went off a tangent, is that your body's more concerned with staying alive than it is with losing weight or getting better at anything. It actually wants to adapt. So with that in mind, it's hard for your body to allocate energy needs to restoring and repairing if you're not getting enough calories. That is just basically what it comes down to. Now, if you're eating crappy and then you improve your food quality, like you start eating better quality foods, low inflammatory foods, eating more protein, eating high quality fats, you may end up being in a more nutritious state, staying better nourished, but end up eating less calories because you cut all the bad foods out of your diet. And then you lose body fat, and you'll get better, and you recover better. However, if you're already eating really, really good, and you're eating a ton of the good stuff, non-processed foods, vegetables, lean meats, and proteins, taking supplements for recovery, and then you start to cut calories, it's going to be very difficult to make any type of performance progress. So keep that in mind. What I typically like to do, like with the diets like carb night, carb backloading, and I guess paleo diet, I wouldn't like to really call it a diet because that's more of a lifestyle, is typically in most people's programs, there's always some sort of cheat day. You kind of schedule a cheat day. Now, the way you use a cheat day is you use it as a way to improve your performance in training. This is kind of what I wanted to say, is that if you are able to improve, if you have your cheat day where you eat more calories and eat more carbohydrates, that is when you should train the hardest. On that cheat day, or basically closer to your cheat day. So let's say I'm eating like low carb, low calorie from Monday through, or so let's say Tuesday through Friday, right? And then I cheat day on Tuesday through Saturday. I'm basically eating super low calorie or pretty aggressive, low carbohydrates. I'm still working out. Sunday night I'll have a cheat night or I'll have a cheat day. That's when I'll train the hardest. I'll train on Sunday the hardest, and I'll train on Monday the hardest, and I'll probably train Tuesday the hardest, because that's essentially where I'm getting kind of the boost from those calories, because I'll have more material to work with. And it's just a way to strategize. Like if you have a day where you work out super, super hard and then you get your calories held low, I mean, that's only a matter of time before it catches up with you. But then again, it depends on the individual. You really have to tinker around with what works for you. But I use a cheat day I use a cheat day to train harder. And because that's a chance to build muscle, it's a chance to recover faster, it's a chance to do a lot of different things. Because I train so often, or I try to train as often as I can, I use a cheat day for performance improvement. And then when I'm on days like these last 3 days I've been off because of my freaking neck here. This is tape, or KT tape. I'm able to diet a lot easier because I'm not hungry, and I can be a little bit more aggressive with my dieting and lose body fat faster. And the scales actually dropped about 3 pounds. And how is that? Well, probably muscle glycogen has dropped from not just low carbohydrates, but also because I'm not weight training or haven't done any real heavy, intense weight training. Second, my inflammation is probably low, because every time you weight train or do any type of intense workout, you're going to create an inflammatory response. And when you're inflamed, you typically will retain more fluid. So anyways, hope you got this message and you get this tip. All right, signing off.